Assalamualaikum to Dr. Narain. So my name is Aina Ildina from Group 13. For today, my group going to explain about road safety in utilization road for Statistic. So for introduction, Statistic is a branch of Statistic that combines engineering and statistics to analyze data using scientific method. For this project, our group are assigned to do research about road safety. The tactics and measures employed to prevent road users from harm and seriously injured are referred to as traffic safety. Pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, and vehicle passengers are examples of common road users. But for this project, our group members point out about road safety when traveling utilization roads. There are a few roads at Pari Raja that has been selected to find the data about road safety and speed limit suggestion required on Pari Raja Road in kilometer per hour by using a questionnaire, Google form, and it is distributed via Google form.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Marshaili Mansur binti Muhammad Mansur and my metric number is DF2088. So for the methodology part, the flow of the project survey on speed limit data analysis from Google Form platform have been studied from objective and problem statement, and then the data presentation and data analysis, and also the discussion and conclusion. Next, for the data can be present using chapter 1 to find the upper inner fence and lower inner fence, which consists of a box whisker plot where it needs to be find the minimum, first quartile, second quartile which known as median, third quartile and also maximum. And then calculate the mean, mode, median, quartile, percentile, decile, variance and standard deviation from the data that has been studied. Next, the data can be calculated using step-by-step from chapter 6, where we assume to be normally distributed with n greater than equal than 30, and the standard deviation is known, where it needs to be used the Z statistic to calculate using this 5-step procedure to test a hypothesis. First, we need to state the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Then, select a level of significance and identify the test statistic, and then formulate a decision rule, and the last one is take a sample and arrive at a decision where we need to reject H null or do not reject H null. Based on chapter 8, since the variance of one normal population equals to the variance of another normal population, F distribution will be calculated. If H null is true, the test will have N1 and N2 with 1 degrees of freedom, and the significance level known as 5%, and also the higher value of the sample will be denominator and need to be divided by lower value of sample, which is numerator.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Rabiata Adawan binti Nazri. My number metric DF20070. I would like to present the part of data presentation. Individual observation of a variable are aggregated into groups, and a frequency distribution table of these groups enables straightforward summarization or analysis of the data. This is how group data is defined. This topic will examine the study's findings because of the virtual questionnaire from the Google form for 2 days, and the form was given randomly among the population of UTHM students. The questionnaire includes questions about our project groups, which is road safety at University Tun Hussein Malaysia, which is UTHM area. Table 1 shows the group data for the speed limit on the road at UTHM for day 1, and group data for the speed limit on road UTHM for day 2 as shown in Table 4.1 and Table 4.2. Both are histogram graph for speed limit kilometer per hour versus number of respondents for day 1 and day 2. This is the calculation of cumulative F for day 1, which is the total of respondent is 122. For the total Fx is 5739. For the total Fx square is 336833.47, and this is the calculation of F for day 2, which is the total of respondent is 71, the total Fx is 3834.5, and the total Fx square is 26244.7.5.
Hi, my name is Siti Aisyah binti Ibrahim. My metric number is DF200086, and I'm gonna present about analysis and result. So we go for day 1 first. We got the population size is 122. The mean is 47.04, middle data is 61, median is equal to 45.06, mode is equal to 37.08. We got the quartile 1 is equal to 29.25, and the quartile 2 is equal to 45.06, and the quartile 3 is equal to 62.71. For interquartile range, we got 30 and the upper inner fence is equal to 112.9 while the lower inner fence is equal to negative 20.94. We got the variance is equal to 552.605 while the standard deviation is equal to 23.51. The percentile 25 is equal to 29.25 and the percentile 50 is equal to 45.06. We calculate the decile 1 is equal to 20.1, decile 2 is equal to 26.2, decile 3 is equal to 32.3, decile 4 is equal to 38.4, decile 5 is equal to 45.06, decile 6 is equal to 51.83, decile 7 is equal to 58.61, decile 8 is equal to 67.07, decile 9 is equal to 20.1. So this is our box and whisker plot, and it shows a negatively skewed distribution which is skewed to the left as the left whisker is longer than the right whisker, which is the median Q2 is nearer to Q3. So for day 2 analysis, we got the population size is equal to 71 and the mean is equal to 54.01. Middle data we got 35.5, median is equal to 50, mode is equal to 41.32. So for the quartile 1, we got 28.9, quartile 2 is 50 and quartile 3 is 76. Interquartile range we got 47.1, upper inner fence is equal to 146.65, lower inner fence is equal to negative 41.75. So the calculated variance is equal to 790.82, standard deviation is equal to 28.12, percentile 25 is equal to 29.25, percentile 50 is equal to 50. We have calculated the decile 1 is 20.66, decile 2 is equal to 28.13, decile 3 is equal to 35.61, decile 4 is equal to 42.9, decile 5 is equal to 50, decile 6 is equal to 57.1, decile 7 is equal to 68.9, decile 8 is equal to 82.77, and the decile 9 is equal to 95.68. And this is our box and whisker plot. The figure shows a negatively skewed distribution which is skewed to the left as the left whisker is longer than the right whisker and median Q2 is nearer to Q3. For the first calculation, we use Z-test to calculate the hypothesis testing for day 1 and day 2. This is the data that we got from the previous calculation. We refer day 1 as X and day 2 is equal to Y. Firstly, we state the null hypothesis HO, which is mean X is less and equal to mean Y, and HA alternative hypothesis is mean X is greater than mean Y. This is one tail test. Next, we select a level of significance A, which is 0.05. Then we identify the test statistic which using the formula and got the Z value is equal to 1.79. Next, we formulate a decision rule, and as shown in the figure, Z value is greater than Z critical. Since the calculated Z value, which is 1.79, is greater than the critical Z value, which is 1.645, we reject HO. Thus, we accept that HO mean is above the average of speed limit in day 1 and day 2. For the second calculation, we use F-test to analyze all variance for day 1 and day 2, and we use Excel to calculate the data. For day 1, we got x1 is equal to 122. For day 2, x2 is equal to 71. Then we got the variance sample 1 is equal to 552.61, and the sample variance for day 2 is equal to 90.82. Degree of freedom for the denominator is 6 and also the numerator is 6. This is two-tailed test and A is equal to 0.025 and we got the F value is equal to 1.43. Since the F value is lower than F critical, so we can see here the F value is lower than F critical. Since that, we does not reject HO. Thus, we accept HO, which is there is no average difference in variation of speed limit in both day 1 and day 2.
My name is Muhammad Rushdi bin Abdul Aziz. I will continue this presentation by explaining the discussion and conclusion. So, this chapter contains a survey of the best practices for the data collecting and analysis in the field of road safety. So, before data collecting and analysis begin, the question of which road safety indicators is considered significant must be addressed first. So, the data obtained from the respondent were 132 respondents for day 1 and 71 respondents for day 2. For the box and whiskers plot, both of the graph shows the distribution is to the right, or it is a negatively skewed when the most of the data is concentrated on the left side. Okay, for the percentile for the day 1 at 25th is 29.25 and at 50th is 45.06. Okay, so the percentile for day 2 at 25th is 29.25 and at 50th is 50. So the result of the z-test calculation using the formula is 1.79, while the critical z value obtained by the table is 1.645. Since the value of f is greater than 1, the area to the left is ignored. The critical F value obtained from the F table is 5.8198. Thank you.